And I, the handless one who is telling all of this, heal her. For whoever does not have in his hands all the 10 types of charities cannot enter past all the 10 walls of the castle of water, for he would be drowned in water. So the king and his soldiers pursued after the queen's daughter and were drowned in water. But I can enter past all the 10 walls of the castle of water. Now, the walls of water are ocean waves standing like a wall. The winds are what erect the waves of the ocean and hold the waves up. And these waves, which are what the 10 walls are, stand there constantly. But it is the winds that hold the waves and erect the waves. And I can enter past all the 10 walls of the castle of water, and I can pull out from her, in other words, from the queen's daughter, all the 10 varieties of arrows. And I know all the 10 varieties of pulse beats through the 10 fingers. For through each finger of the 10 fingers, one can know a particular pulse beat from the 10 varieties of pulse beats. And I can heal the queen's daughter through all the 10 varieties of melodies, for her healing is through melodies, as mentioned. Therefore I heal the queen's daughter. Hence I have such a power in the hands. Today I give you this very thing as a present. Thereupon tremendous happiness prevailed there, and they were extremely joyous. Notes following the story. Rabbi Nachman said, This story is very hard for me to tell, but because I have already begun telling it, I must already finish it. In this story, there does not exist one word bereft of intention, and whoever is proficient and versed in Judaic books, in Sfarim, can at least understand some of the hints. And the arrows, of which that character boasted he could pull back arrows, this is written in the verse in Deuteronomy 32:41, My hand will yet have hold on the justice. And as Rashi explains, flesh and blood shoot an arrow and cannot retrieve it, but the Holy One, blessed is he, can shoot an arrow and retrieve it. And the charity which correlates the walls of water, which are ocean waves, this is also written in a verse, Isaiah 48:18, and your charity as the waves of the ocean. And the wind mentioned above, that he could grasp in his hands, this is the aspect of Proverbs 30, verse 4, who has grasped the wind in his fists, which is an aspect of producing melody, as explained elsewhere, Likutei Moran 54. And the types of pulses and 10 kinds of melody, this is already explained in the Zohar, and see Likutei Moran 2, Torah 24, Rabbi Nachman. All this we heard explicitly. But who, when, and what? Beyond this, he said nothing more. Rabbi Nachman, this is deep, deep. That is the actual story, who they all are, what this is, and when this all took place, this cannot be known. Too deep to conceive. The conclusion of the story, that is, what happened on the 7th day with the footless beggar, and the conclusion of the king's son, with whom the story began, he did not tell over. He said that he will no longer tell it over, and it will not be heard until the Messiah comes, speedily in our days. Amen.